Hello everyone, it's Dave of Dash of Dave here, and
Brian from the Silvered Fox.
Back for another episode of Craft, Banter and Chat. What episode is it, Brian?
7!
7! 7.
Are you feeling chatty?
Oh, very bantery. I'm just... I have to say, I can't believe that we have been talking for... It'll be 7 hours.
7 weeks non-stop, round the clock.
Yeah.
We haven't
Although
stopped. You want to get a snippet once a week.
I could fit 7 hours of talking into 5 minutes, to be fair. So,
And when we're not talking, we're texting.
yes.
Nobody can get a word in.
We are still here. We've come back. We've got more to say.
We have.
I can't believe it. We're on episode 7. That's crazy. I imagine what we'll be like when we're on episode 707.
In wheelchairs, probably.
That's
700 weeks. That's a lot.
It is. I don't know. I have no idea. What's that in years?
Oh God.
That's too long.
20 years.
707 divided by 52. It's about... How long did you say?
13.
It is. It's 13. It's 13.59 years.
In 13 years.
In 13 years...
I'll be 68.
And I'll be 67. So...
Just. Only just. But a few months away from 68. For the rest of our lives, this is never going to go away, is it?
Well, no, because you'll always be 8 months older than me, so it's never going to go away. No, I'll always be younger.
This is the sort of thing that
younger, prettier, wiser. No, not wiser. No, you're wiser because you're older. You're like an owl.
It's like my head can spin now. And I leave feathers wherever. We got the funny bone. So
I'm glad your head can go round. I'm glad your head can go round. But your knees can't move.
My knees can't do anything. And my hips are fast seizing up with them. And my back.
Your
and
hips
my
don't
ears,
like
and
us
my
nobody
eyes.
wants to tell them anything, that's why. You're not Shakira.
God, could you imagine? And you WD-40.
I'm so sorry if anybody's
or
got...
WD-55. Oh dear. And so it begins. Don't choke this early on.
I can't...
We've got another 693 episodes to do.
I can't go with this. Honestly, I've got eyes pouring out of my tears. Eyes pouring out of my tears.
God knows what's going on.
I'm sorry if I've deafened anybody.
You're having a stroke. Can you taste pennies and smell toast? Oh, I broke him. What did break him?
I'm going to have to edit the sound now. Because I'll have deafened somebody with either coughing or laughing.
We'll find some nice tasteful canned laughter. Put that in its place.
Canned laughter. Can you imagine if we were in the audience, the studio audience, they'd never be able to play that ever again.
Cut.
I'd be like, no, that would be recognised instantly if we play that on air.
Yeah, people would be watching and going, oh yeah, Brian and David in the audience. Oh yeah, Brian and David. Oh yeah, Brian and David. Oh God, I've seen everything. Or we could just be canned laughter.
Or could just be canned.
That might help.
I thought that's what you were going to say. Oh, we could just be canned.
Would that help you calm down a bit?
Somebody.
Did you take a swig of drink?
I always thought we were going to get old like what were their names in It's time to get things started. Why don't we get things started?
The Muppet.
I'm the most sensational,
inspirational,
celebrational, Muppetational.
But I don't know their name.
This is what we call the Muppet Show.
And welcome to the Muppet Show. No, I thought we'd get old like Hinge and Bracket. Standing there on the piano with a twin set of pearls on.
A lot of people won't know who Hinge and Bracket are. Don't look them
Google.
Oh dear. So yeah, what were their names? Did you say what their names were?
No, I said I don't know what their names were.
Oh,
but I know who you're talking about.
I was laughing.
The grumpy old men.
Yeah.
But we're not grumpy, that's the thing. Well,
no, I know.
not at the moment.
No. Oh, I can't.
We have our moment.
You'll have to just stop for a minute. I need to cough. Edit that bit out.
So you ready?
I had to cough because I was breathing like I'd got like like a pea whistle stuck in my
Did we
esophagus. Sorry, I've just got a mental image of a pea whistle stuck in my esophagus now.
Oh dear.
Have we started yet? We're like 7 minutes in.
Yeah.
7 minutes into episode 7.
People are like that. What are you talking about tonight? What are you talking about?
I haven't drawn a breath.
What are you talking about tonight? Well, shut up. What are you talking about? Stop laughing. What's going on?
I should try not to laugh.
Impossible.
Yes. So Brian's got more questions.
We have questions. Well, I thought I googled and I got some funky.
What was it? You did
Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue. How ironic! Like two, a 154-year-old and a 155-year-old doing
Teen Vogue. But we're good enough to be in Vogue. We're just not teen.
Yes. Do they do Elden Vogue?
Fashion we have. Teenagerness we don't. Thankfully. Those days are well behind us. But some of them were quite fun, so...
Yes, I thought, you read a couple out, and I thought, they sound good.
I thought we'd give
can't remember what any of them were. I've been to bed a few times since.
Should we dive straight in then?
Dive straight in.
We'll dive straight in. Well, we've had our introduction. We'll dive straight in.
I might just stick my toe in and see how it feels.
All right. So. Okay, so if you're an animal, what animal would you be and why?
A hyena today. If I was an animal, I could squeak and squawk and talk with the animals. No. No.
You're not Dr. Julep.
I'm not, no. I do too much. That's why.
I know. I went with you tonight for the call out.
What would you be? Oh no, hang on. What would I be? What was no? Let me. What would I be? I would be one of those things that we saw on Instagram today. I sent a picture to Vic, and then you sent me one. Ironically,
was it a sloth? Or?
No, it wasn't a sloth. A sloth. I would call it a sloth. It wasn't a sloth. It was a
capybara.
It was a no. What? Oh, I like capybaras.
I like capybara. I found a capybara site.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Found wild in Detroit, evidently.
They're found wild in Detroit. Okay. There's no concept.
Me neither, but there were like 50 of them on a road, stopping traffic.
All right. Oh, cool.
Like that. Hoi!
What was it? No, it was a tree kangaroo.
A tree kangaroo?
Yeah.
You're going to be a tree kangaroo?
Well, I might just be one, so I can't be tree at the same time.
An Irish kangaroo. Tree.
1, 2, tree. Oh look, it's a hippopotamus, a hippopotamus. No, it was a tree kangaroo. They're called a.
That was cute.
Yeah,
I didn't know what it was, but it was cute.
It's called a morobe, Morobe. It deserves an OBE for looking like that. So.
It's cute.
It's cute. Yeah. So if you don't know what they look like, you'll never find out on this podcast because we're not going to show you a picture. Oh yes, I'll have to film it tonight. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'd be one of them. They seem to like salad. I like salad at the minute. So
that's true.
Yeah, they're quite cute.
Well, hibernate.
Yeah, give them the chance. Yeah. What would you do?
I don't know. Anything that hibernates, I think.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If I could just, when it gets cold, if we could just curl up in a box with some hay, and somebody get me out in June when it gets warm again. No, but it's got warm. It's cold at the moment. But
you don't want to be like our tortoise then. We had a tortoise and it died.
And if you hibernate and you only come out at a certain temperature, with the weather the way it is, I could just sleep all year round. That'd be even better. Nice idea, though.
It is.
Sleeping through the winter. Although I'd miss Christmas. You'd have to wake me up for Christmas.
Yeah.
It means I'd have to buy them presents in July, but I'd have them wrapped and ready for you in a pile.
Okay, fair.
Just sat there until Christmas Day. Don't touch them. Don't shake it. Don't look at it. Under a big pie, under a big piece of gauze or something with a ribbon around it.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the sleeping side of things. I'm not particularly. I'd love to be able to sleep in. I can't. My body clock is so wired to be waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And
I can sleep at any time when my body's ready to sleep. I'd like to be able to sleep more. I don't sleep in.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to go to bed.
Things distract me.
Yeah, without thinking, I could make this and I could do this and what about this and how about this and I could glue that to that and I need to save some of those things. I need to go and get those out of the recycling bin.
Well, that's the problem when your bed is next to your craft room. And in my room, it's the dishwasher.
Is it? Oh, sorry. The dishwasher was featured last week as well, didn't it?
I think that's because
last week as well.
You're not used to somebody else filling it and putting it on for you, that's what.
That's true. Why is it beeping now? Because it's not beeping to say it's ended.
No. I don't know why it's beeping, but...
Is it not? Is it flashing?
No.
I can't see it from here, so...
No.
Okay.
It's not doing out. It says 2:45 on it.
That's not the time.
No, death. None of the clocks have the time.
No, what the clocks are telling us are
500 clocks in your living room.
Today.
370 of them have all got different times on them. You need a mass back. He has all these clocks, all these wonderful clocks, and they are beautiful. But when they go, they tend to go. One will go, and then the next day 2 are gone, and the next day 4 are gone, and the next day 6
the next day you're finding yourself looking at the time going,
right?
Which one's right?
We just looked tonight, there's about 9 of them that all need new battery.
I can't clear my throat since laughing so much. I think I've broken a vocal cord. I think it's dangling down the back of my throat like a broken piano.
Oh no!
I'm like a broken piano.
Is there somebody that can fix things like that? We get a piano tuner.
Yeah, vocal cord tuner. To hit it with a fork.
Yeah.
I mean a tuning fork, obviously.
No, you're fine. You're all right. Get on with it. Or you go. Oh no, you're broken.
Yeah. No idea. Moving on.
Oh dear.
So, we'll take it off. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm done. Now another one. What's a movie you could watch every day?
Oh, I don't. I know for a fact I know exactly what you're gonna. No, I don't know exactly what you're gonna say. I predict it will have something like, "Put your right hand in the box." What's in the box? Pain.
Yeah.
June. Would June be on the list? You've probably watched it every day for the rest of for your previous part of your life.
Weirdly, I've watched a new one more than I've watched the old one recently.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Oh, that's not quite as fun because they don't talk.
No, because they don't do the whatever's going on in the hedges and out loud like it is in the original one.
Or the other one, the Thingy's Hungry. What's
Interview with the Vampire.
Yeah, what's the?
I haven't watched that for ages.
Yeah, what's the line? I can't remember the line by him.
Madeleine.
Yes, Louis Hungry.
Actually, I wouldn't have said that either.
I could watch the Torch Song trilogy.
Me too.
Every day for the rest of my life. I could watch Blue Eden, that's another LGBTQ plus movie that I really love. And I don't know what else. Or anything Star Trekky or Star Warsy, I think. Or
I watched all the Star Trek and all the Star Wars yesterday.
What? Brain can't compute. You watch them all in a day.
Not well, like the newer Star Treks, the 3 new ones.
Okay, right.
And
I was going to
say the three newest of the Star Wars trilogies, plus Rogue One, plus Solo.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's quite impressive.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I feel like I've broken my laughter now. There's no joy in my voice anymore. The joy has been laughed away. It's gone. We'll mourn the day of laughter that laughed away. Why does it rhyme? I don't know.
Everything's musical with you, isn't it? What was that? Yeah, probably could watch June every day.
You know what I watched on the weekend?
Green Tomatoes with
I've watched that. I could understand.
Steel Magnolias I could watch every day.
Yeah,
anything that makes you weep, basically.
Yeah, Steel Magnolias.
Olympia Dukakis.
Yeah,
Tales of the City.
I watched Calamity Jane at the weekend. I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
Were you singing along?
Once I had a secret love that lived within. Yeah.
Within your broken vocal cords.
Yeah, within my broken vocal cords. So now I've been laughing like this. You realise that tomorrow all of my I'm hopefully going to be doing some videos tomorrow because I've got some time off, Brian. Time off.
Hello.
Well, we've been out.
Yeah,
we've both been out. So Brian was with me tonight when I got called out to go over to Kirkgate. So he came with me. But then, which means the toil that I'm trying to take back tomorrow and Friday is going to be build it back up again. So anyway, yeah. Can't remember what I was saying. So I'm going to be doing videos tomorrow. Because I've been laughing like this, my voice will be all hoarse. Yes.
He wants to be a horse. Now we get to the bottom of it.
Why the long face? Sorry.
You was funny.
Did we answer that? Well, we kind of answered that.
Yeah. Right, you picked 2 and I picked 2.
Okay. Did I pick 2?
Yeah, you said Blue Eden and Torch and Trilogy.
Yeah. Okay.
I could watch Torch and Trilogy all the time as well.
Yeah.
I love that film. Lunches on the table.
Yes, thank you.
Well, you know, Anne Bancroft. She's fabulous.
She is.
Would you rather spend a day at the Botanical Gardens or in a museum?
Oh, you can't give me either or. I love both. I've never been to either. I love the idea of both. So, what was it? The Natural History Museum or
a day at a botanical garden or a museum?
Oh, I say not specific. So, I would really love to go to Kew Gardens.
Uh-huh.
And I'd love to go to the Natural History Museum.
Uh-huh.
I'd even
teeth in.
Try again. I'd even like to go to the Victoria and the Albert Museum as well.
You make that sound like I will if I have to.
Well, I don't really. I know the Natural History Museum is about nature and history because the clue's in the title.
Kinda.
But the Victoria and Albert is not about Victoria and Albert.
No, it's like a Victorian curiosity.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I'd like to go. But I that's what I thought it was, but I didn't want. The reason why I sounded like reticent about it is because I didn't want to say that and then be wrong. I'd rather hold back and be right.
Fair enough.
Well, I usually am, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose same for me. It depends more on specific places because I've been to
whose teeth are you putting in? Like, nah.
They're not mine anyway. They don't fit. I've been to botanical gardens and thought, flowers, plants.
Really?
But I love Kew Gardens because it's massive and there's so much of it. It's beautiful and it's well looked after, and it's got archives that you can look at.
Oh, is it? Oh, I bet like those Victorian plates.
Yeah.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They don't like. Hopefully they're nailed down because like.
Well, you'd be in trouble if you're watched, basically.
Okay, good. Get
but,
that plate out of your pocket.
Yeah. But also, one of my favourite places on earth is the Victorian Albert Museum. I could spend days in there. Days just wandering around.
I love those.
Sat in corners and just, love it.
Like that kind of curiosity, kind of like sumptuousness. And,
that's why I love it, though, because it's got so much different stuff.
That's why I like being a junk journaler, because we get to...
Play with everything.
Like we have our own little miniature versions of the V&A then, don't we?
Yeah, because you can do... Yeah. The subject is yours to choose, essentially, isn't it?
Yeah.
What subject are you working on there?
What, is that a question?
Well, it's just a side question.
What am I working on now? I'm still working on the Curiosity Folio that I've been doing. That's the series of things. I'm going to be doing something else, a bit Curiosity. Can't say too much. It's like not starting filming. It's a bit hush hush. Yes, you have to be in with the in crowd. So,
which neither of us are.
No, exactly. No.
So we're not allowed to know.
I'm not allowed to know. I've told myself I'm not allowed to know. No, there's going to be some like interesting stuff coming up because like I've got real taste for doing some bit weird and wonderful stuff. And I've got some other things coming up to do. More boxy type things, making things, and yeah, not really working on anything specific. Working on a lot of ideas. Oh, blimey, ideas the other night, they were like just falling out of me like like Tupperware out of a cupboard. That video.
Conversations of you walking downstairs going, oh, dropped another one. You know, when you're trying to get all your washing, you keep dropping yours. Oh, there's another one gone.
Honestly,
get it, I need it.
Couldn't go to bed. Every time I was put my head on the pillow, I was like, oh, I could do this and I could do that and I could do that.
Did you write them down?
Yeah, I did.
Woo!
Yeah, I've got a list of about. I must have a list of about 17 things on it now.
Wow.
Of things that, I mean, some of it.
So no more sitting there going, what am I going to do today?
Well, no, there is, but a lot of it is planning stuff. So I've not always necessarily got. I don't always know whether it can physically be done, but I've got some ideas.
I see.
So a lot of the stuff that I've had ideas for are things that I've not seen anywhere else.
Ooh.
So,
ooh.
Yeah. So
exciting.
Yeah. Because, you know, if I see something somewhere else, I like to do my spin on it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do a replication of that.
Yeah.
I don't mind, you know, crediting somebody and giving them kudos for giving me the idea, but I'm not going to just make what they've made.
Yeah.
Whereas the stuff that I've come up with, I'd say at least 80% of the stuff on the list is stuff that I've like, I want to go have a go at doing that, or don't know whether I can do it. Is there something possible or feasible or plausible or any other bull or a load of bull?
All those. I've had a few of those, but mine's more about because there's a lot of AI generated.
Back on that pen before, like
because there's a lot of AI
gets blue on it.
There's a lot of AI generated stuff around.
Yeah,
which is fabulous. There's some amazing stuff out there, but I see things and I want to be able to do it. I don't just want to print that out.
No, yeah.
I want to make a piece of art physically that looks like it. And even things like this, there's some fashions that I've seen. And
fashion?
Because you know I like my sewing. That I just think it's a beautiful picture that's been created. But would it work in real life? And I want to be able to make it. So there's lots of stuff like that I see that I just think, how can I physically do that?
Yeah.
Not on a computer, like as a piece of artwork. So that kind of interests me quite a lot. And there's more and more of it about, so it gives more of the, I wonder if I could, how am I going to do that? What would I make that?
Yeah, I get that, yeah. Well, that's good. It's nice when you've got that kind of stimulation of can you do it and And also, like, it doesn't matter if it's AI generated. If it stimulates something in your mind, it's like if I watch something on YouTube, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to go and make that. And I sometimes just need that boost of stimulation. It's like I don't know. It's like those things that they rub together on and then put on your chest and they go to like give you if your heart stopped. when your imagination a defibrillator. Yes, it's like a defibrillator for when your imagination has stopped rather than your heart has stopped. Just having a spark of something to make you go, oh, I could do that. So I very rarely do I make what I see. I just feel a bit more invigorated. And I hope that's what people get from me. I don't want people to go and necessarily go and make what I've made, but make something because you feel inspired.
Yeah.
The same with like listening to this. I want people to just go with. That's the reason why there isn't really any video content to this. It's just something that's.
So get on crafting. Do it now.
Do it. Yeah. Carry on crafting.
Press play while you're at the craft table.
Carry on crafting.
Or your kitchen table, or your dining table, or wherever you do your crafting. In a corner on the floor.
Carry on films.
I do remember.
Carry on crafting. That's what they could have done. Anyway. But yeah. So it doesn't matter if it's AI.
Oh no, I know.
What's AI called in Yorkshire?
Aye.
No, it's ale. Ale. Sorry.
Got Tinternet, that box. I've got to have that box.
So
on Tinternet. Do something with that box and get me what I need. So yeah, botanical garden or museum, I would say.
Put the lid back on that thing before.
I can't
put your right hand in the box.
What's in the box?
Pain.
I hold it to your neck, a Sharpie pen.
And it's blue.
This one,
and everything else has got Sharpie all over it.
Kills only animals. I can't.
Brian's been for the last 27 minutes been waving around this Sharpie, blue Sharpie with the lid off, and he talks very animated.
I'm crossing questions.
I know, but you talk very animated with your hands waving around.
I know, everybody's always said
it gets very perilously close to me, to my face, to my clothes, to my nice velvet green sofa that would look terrible with a blue line on your sofa.
I might get it on you. You could do it with your eyebrows.
Put it through your hair. It's
a bit of blue in my white hair wouldn't go amiss. I've had blue hair before. It suits me.
So put the lid on the Sharpie. Step away from the Sharpie.
Oh, right.
Put the Sharpie on the ground and step away from it.
I will not. It's my... I don't know. It's my Sharpie. Describe a perfect day.
It's just a
I didn't say
perfect
sing a perfect.
day.
I didn't say sing it. You're not Shane McGowan.
Describe a perfect day. Ooh, a bit of a late lie-in, like get up around 8, I think. Not having had an alarm call out for something during the night, that would be great. So if we could start the day with not having been called out somewhere. Get up, have breakfast in bed, nice hot cup of tea, preferably if I haven't had to get out of the bed to go make all of this work. If Vic, just like give him he's never made me a cup of tea.
Hasn't it?
No,
not ever.
No, never. So, in his training in that department, Brian. So,
never offered?
I don't know. No, he hasn't offered, no.
He just stand there and make himself a cup of coffee?
Yeah, but he uses the coffee maker to make coffee.
Doesn't matter when you make a drink. I would never make a drink without
but he makes it he only ever drinks coffee first thing in the morning. He doesn't go and make one during the day. So
has he got better at tidying up?
So he doesn't. He's never made me a drink And he's never picked a piece of lettuce out of the sink either. No, he's learning. He's learning. I've developed a nervous twitch, but he's learning. So.
And this is why you live in Batley and he lives in
Yes,
Batley.
exactly. This is the reason why. So yes. So it would start with that. Breakfast in bed, nice cup of tea, preferably not made by me. Why is it rhyming? I don't know. Be better if it didn't snow. Sorry, it just felt like I had to make it rhyme. Get up. Obviously, have a shower. Can't leave the house. I couldn't leave the house to go and, I don't know, vacuum the car out without having a shower. I cannot leave the house without showering and putting proper clothes on. And I can't go to supermarkets and things in my jogging bottoms or slippers or the sites that you see in the supermarket. Anyway, and sometimes that's Vic. So.
I was going to sound like Vic who turns up here in his pyjamas all the time.
Yes, he does, yes. And he's been to Tesco's in them.
Oh, don't surprise me.
And then go...
They are stylish pyjamas.
Yeah. So get dressed and freshened up and all looking nice and spruced and moustached. It'd be nice if my moustache went perfectly the first time and didn't look like I'd just been electrocuted. So...
it's got to be easier these days because you don't do the big curl.
Yeah, it's much easier, but like it still grows perpendicular to my face. And then I go somewhere crafty.
Uh-huh.
So go to it's like the craft stores that only exist in my mind now. You know, when we used to go to the
Brig House.
Yeah, and not Brig. Before, when we used to go to the one in Leeds,
in the warehouse.
Warehouse in Leeds, that was lovely.
Yeah,
that was a real good day out. But not to Hobbycraft, because like Hobbycraft is just terrible. They don't do any Tim Holtzy things or anything like that.
So we did another day. Where did we go? Harrogate, was it?
Harrogate, yeah.
Another day there. So we go to Art from the Heart because that was amazing.
And we need to go to Elsica again.
Oh, I need to go to Elsica again.
Elsica is like a heritage centre, isn't it? With
got a lovely craft shop.
Yeah, they do a lovely craft shop, and they've got all of that.
And then like a junky antique centre.
Yeah, like a flea market type thing, isn't it? So
some of it's a bit overpriced and expensive, but we'll always come away with something, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
So
yeah. Fleas.
We haven't, that and no money left.
We've always come away with something. Oh, and they've got that lovely sweet shop as well.
Oh yeah.
So like traditional old sweets.
We always come home with sweets.
So sweets as in candy. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, not as in furniture.
No.
So.
Aniseed bar.
And then
licorice.
And then later on in the day, to make it perfect, it needs to be a warm day. Go for a picnic. Never been on a picnic. Watch the sunset. Never watched the sunset. Come home and maybe watch some Star Trek.
Okay.
And then go to bed. But,
sounds good.
Yeah. What about you? It's just a perfect day.
I wouldn't be singing.
It'd be a perfect day if it didn't sing.
I'd be happy Elsica and then sitting at craft desk and playing with people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A retreat might be nice. I fancy the idea of a retreat. Now that people have kind of explained what it is, that you sit around, you talk, you try and get some craft done, but you probably don't. Yeah. Don't do anything social, really. Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah,
we used to run classes, though.
Yeah, well, we did. Yeah.
It don't be like that, but for 2 days, all day.
Yeah. It's something I'd be happy to do. I just don't know how you go about organising said thing.
I'll see. We'll have a look. It might be an idea. Could be fun. Yeah. But even just, it'd be nice to get the ladies together that we used to craft with.
It would, yeah. Oh, that feels much better. My throat feels so much better. I mean,
Have you
had a cup of tea. It's a restorative, I'll have you know, pushing my boob up with my left arm.
Now there's a picture.
My moob.
Your moob. Oh, what was his name? That's all I can think of now.
Les Dawson.
Dawson.
Was it Les Dawson that did the... We both did the same expression on our face and the same action with our arm when we said that. You won't be able to see it, obviously, but I can't.
But if you know Les Dawson,
yes,
you'll know exactly what we're talking about. When he's talking to Ida over the fence.
Yeah, yes, Ida, yeah. So...
Oh dear. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to move on.
It's not easy. Not easy, I'll tell you, it's not easy.
Oh, it still hurts, Brian, to laugh. I've broken my vocal cord.
He's broken his funniness.
My funny string.
How? How do you define beauty in another person?
How do I find it?
How do you define?
Oh, I was
how do you find it? It's easy. Get a fork and start digging.
How do I define beauty?
How do you define beauty in another person?
Through their soul, how kind they are to people, animals, others. Not anyone specific, but people who have more need than they do, or just through their actions, like pay it forward stuff. I think that is the most beautiful thing that you can ever do, is just giving something to someone else, not for any notoriety or any kind of gesture that's going to come back to you, but just because. And that's for me, that's real beauty. Beauty is not about what people look like. It's about the kind of things that melt my heart and make me feel like they're just make me feel like puppies. Capybaras
bats.
And what are they called? Monrobes.
And those, yeah, whatever they were.
It's called Marilyn Monroe. Monrobe.
This is my Morobe. It's called Marilyn. Marilyn Morobe.
Sorry for sculpting. There's no pigs in the room.
At least your funny bone's working again.
Yes.
Or is that the other one?
Yeah.
That's gone too.
Yeah, that's just broken. Yeah. But no, that's how I define beauty.
Yeah.
How do you define beauty?
Well, this kind of links in. There was another question on this list, which was, do you listen to your intuition? Answer that first, and then I'll tell you.
Do I listen to my intuition?
Yeah.
Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me?
Sorry, Barbara at some point. Barbara Flynn's in the room.
Barbara Flynn. Yes, I do. I'm very led by intuition. I get a feeling for something and I can't let it go. That's why I find it sometimes hard to trust people. But equally, I can be easily won over because I'm sometimes listening to my intuition but not using logic with it. I can't explain that. I can be very right about a lot of things, but I haven't said it out loud, so I couldn't say, see, told you, because I haven't told anybody.
No.
But equally, I guess that kind of opens me up to, the things that have happened in my life, because I've not, and maybe I have listened to my intuition but dismissed it and thought, I'm being ridiculous. I don't know. Can't explain it, but yes. I don't.
The reason why
No, but yes.
The reason why I asked both of them is because I kind of do listen to my intuition quite a lot, but I don't know if I can actually define what I look for or what beauty is in another person, but my intuition kind of, I find people.
Yeah.
And I'm drawn.
Yes.
I'm drawn to the people that I think are beautiful.
Yeah.
So the people that are around me I consider to be beautiful because my intuition's kind of helped me become part of their lives, and that's how.
Yeah. I get that, and like I am drawn to people, and the same. The people that are in my life because there's that something about them. It's not about. I'm not saying that you're all hideously ugly, but it's more than just that.
Yeah, because it's that interesting. I was talking to someone about this the other day, that when somebody says, "What's your type?" And if you were to ask me, like sort of boyfriend wife sort of thing, there's a very stereotypical, I like bear men, I like hairy men, blah, blah, blah. But so there's a very stereotypical kind of man that I like the look of on paper, but not one person that I've had a relationship fits that.
No.
Ever. They're all very different because I've always been drawn to a person because of the person rather than because of the way they look.
Yeah, I'm drawn to people generally, not just, like you say, not just from dating or anything, but just because of who they are, something about them, that little. It's almost like it's almost, for me, I think it's I don't know. It's like there's a light that shines through them that says that kind of shows me their inner person. So it's not necessarily the things that you see them doing or saying, or it's the something inside.
But that's why I asked the question about the intuition thing, because I think there's something that makes you go, I want them to be my friend.
Yes,
come and play with me.
Yeah, I know, but I find that really difficult because there's lots of people that I wished had been my friend but didn't want to be my friend. So
yeah, me too. But it's one of those,
and
you're drawn to those people. You don't always get.
And I'm really terrible though. I don't know what the thing is that sparks a friendship, and I don't know. I've said this to you before. That's why I don't have many friends, because I don't have. It's not because I'm a hideous, horrible person. I would hope not. Anyway, hopefully people think that I'm a beautiful person on the inside.
Wow.
But I don't know how to formulate that.
But that's what I mean about you're drawn to those people.
And I've tried to start friendships with people, but it doesn't necessarily happen.
But then kind of look at the people that you are friends with, me and Vic, but there's people like Annette.
Yeah.
So
Sophie.
Sophie.
And
those people
Marcus.
Look at Sophie. Sophie's been back and forwards and gone and moved and grown up and had a baby and never lost touch with you.
No.
And on paper, you're very different because she's younger than you are.
Yeah.
Very boisterous, very loud, very out there.
And Marcus, I've been friends with him for what? 30...
Since you were yay-high to a grasshopper.
Well, I was 18, so what's that?
Yay-high to a grasshopper.
30 odd years.
A long time. Since you were a baba.
Yeah. 18.
So you find the right people.
Yeah.
And it might not be many, but you find the right people, and less is more, and it's more intense and better friendships, maybe.
And I think they're the best kind of relationships, when there's just something about that person that you just want, because you just want to be around them all the time. You want to just spend time with them, and I'd love that for humanity though. I wish we were all a bit more like that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, going very deep. I'm gonna fall asleep, like snooze, and if I carry on with getting that deep.
Okay. When do you feel the safest?
When I'm not stood in the middle of a busy road.
Never.
Or actually when I'm not trying to cross a road, because you know what I'm like crossing a road.
God.
Terrible crossing a road.
This is a man who usually I'd just say, follow my feet, because he's usually behind me, on his phone, not looking where he's going. So as long as he can see my feet, it's all right.
But you know what I'm like for crossing a road, though?
We come to a pavement, and I have to put, it's like having a child sometimes.
Yeah, you have to stop me.
I put my arm out to stop him, because he'll just keep walking.
And then you have to tug me to say, come on.
Because he'll have not noticed that I've stopped and still be walking on his phone, not looking where he's going.
Yeah. Well, not necessarily just being on my phone, just because I'm oblivious to things, and so
millions of time.
So when do I feel safest?
When do you feel the safest?
When I'm in company, so being in your company, being with Vic, although I might die of some kind of lettuce-related injury with him.
Or something you trip on.
Yes, or his shoe on the floor, or a bag, or a something, piece of plastic that's left on the floor for me to slip on. But I feel, being with anybody that I trust, basically. Being at home, though, specifically being in my own home, and the reason for that is because I know I don't need to go anywhere else. So if I was at somebody else's home, as safe as it feels there and then, it still means that I have to leave there and go back.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if I've taken that too literally. Is that?
No.
But is that kind of what you mean? But
yeah. Well, it's teen vogue. It could be in anything.
All right. Okay.
Think like a teenager. You remember that far back?
No, I can't think like a modern teenager. Like that's just like this is what goes through a modern teenager's mind.
Well, talking of that, when I got here tonight and I was watching the news, the BBC for something or other, I don't remember. I've just done this big thing where a group of 10 students in Manchester, they took their mobile phones off them for 5 days.
Oh my goodness me!
And gave them Nokias. Because
gave them a Nokia?
They needed to be able to phone and text, like, in emergencies.
Even I couldn't cope with a Nokia these days.
They took all their smartphones off them. And, like, some of the boys only lasted 2 days.
Do you remember texting on a Nokia where you used to have to go, like, through the
ABCD.
like, GHI.
Yeah. It was weird.
And, like, used to send people messages, and by the time you'd send it, you'd send it and, like, be like, yeah, that isn't what I was trying to say.
It was like a social experiment.
It was hieroglyphics.
And they didn't get on very well, mainly.
Yeah, I could understand. I don't think I could cope with that.
But you know what they all said they missed? TikTok.
Oh, no.
All of them were like, we missed TikTok. And they're like, really?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you bothered about?
Baby shark flossing and...
And they were interviewing, one boy was at home and they were interviewing his mum and she was like, he spoke to me, he talked to me, he didn't have his headphones on. It was amazing.
Fab. So that was good.
It's interesting.
When do you feel the safest then?
Either here or, well, at the moment here until I move. I'm in the process of moving house at the moment. So I would have said the same, home or here, because it's like my second home.
And I haven't really been able to visit you at your place.
No, so home doesn't feel like home at the moment because I'm in the throes of moving.
But you're moving to a place on your own, though, aren't you? So I mentioned that in a video the other week, and I wasn't sure whether I was allowed to say.
Fine.
So, So I kind of started saying it was like
it's all official.
No,
it's all official and above board.
Because that whole transparency of me just being continuously honest and I can't edit out things because I go down the road of some narrative and you moving house is part of that. And then I started saying it. Then I was like, I've got all in my head about it. And oh no, I've said that and I can't. And I think I had tried to edit it out of the video and I completely chopped the video to bits.
The thing is, I think if I didn't want you to say anything anywhere in any context,
you wouldn't tell me.
Either I just wouldn't mention it because it wasn't important enough, or if it was important, I would sit there and drum it into you. Please don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody. Please don't tell anybody. So you'd know, even if you said it, you'd know I have to go back and edit.
Yeah, I couldn't be an alibi for anybody.
It's true.
Like, were they here the night of? And I'd be like, no, they weren't. Oh, I mean, yes, they were. Yes, no, officer, they were.
You'd do what you normally do. You'd go, it's a bit warm for the time of year.
Yes, change the subject.
Completely change the
subject. Talk about weather.
And it's usually about the weather. No word about that. I've watched him do it several times. I do that. Tell me the truth. What's going on? I know that's all it is.
Yeah, there's no official secrets with me. So.
Oh, dear. Here's a good one for you to end with, because we're nearly at the end.
Yes.
This, evidently, is like the biggest viral question that gets asked in interviews.
How'd you break a vocal cord?
Yeah, evidently. No, that'll be next year's. But so far this year, evidently, the question is, what would you do with an elephant that you can't sell or give away?
Oh, why would you want to sell or give it away? Eat it. Sorry.
Oh my God. And on that note... And I was going to finish on something lovely. I was just going to say, love it. Eat it.
I can make a trunk call.
You won't be able to if it's steak. Evidently that's like the biggest viral interview question.
Is it? All right. So if you can't, you can't sell it or give it away.
Yeah, you've been given an elephant, and essentially you've got to keep it. You're not allowed to sell it or give it away.
I know, but that'd be a real elephant in the room problem, wouldn't it? So.
I know, but you always just how many times would you be able to use that in a sentence? Where's the elephant in the room? Oh, look, it's over there.
Yes. In this room, an elephant in this room would be like nobody would be saying, "Where's the elephant?" People saying, "Why am I pressed against the wall?" Your elephant's just turned round.
I'm trying to think of a good elephant name, and the only name I can think of in my head that keeps coming up is I'm going to call it Oscar. I don't know why.
Oscar the elephant. Oscar the elephant.
I don't know. I was going to go. Where's that? I was like, think of a good elephant name, and I couldn't.
Nelly the elephant. Oscar the elephant.
Yeah, it's going to be called Oscar. So I'd give it the name Oscar, and it'd wear bow ties, which I'd make.
Yeah, where? Round its neck or trunk?
Well, one in each ear, maybe. Or bow tie. Whatever it wants. It's Oscar's choice where he wears bow tie. At the end
around his tail. At the top of his tail. They've got little tails, haven't they?
You could live in your front garden.
Get an elephant in my front garden. You wouldn't get an elephant cardboard cutout in my garden. That'd be too fat. Yeah. So, nobody ever says there's an elephant in the garden.
I take it for a walk down the road every morning. The end of your road so cars can't get down, and just make it stand at the end.
That's good. What, at school time?
Yeah.
So the school traffic's all stuck.
Oscar, if any car comes down here, stop it.
I don't know. Is that what they sound
Make a walk. Make those little 5-year-olds walk to school and get some exercise.
I think I would. Yeah, I'd keep it and love it and cherish it. Maybe make some bacon. I love some bacon. No.
That's a terrible thing to say.
I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. There's a psychological thing. I feel like I'm being psychologically evaluated, especially when you say, what animal would you be, and then what would you do with an elephant you can't give away or sell?
Well, ultimately, we've Teen Vogue, so this is like... these are the questions that young people ask each other.
Is it?
Evidently to
young people, what, if they're texting it to each other?
Evidently these are all questions, there were 154 of them altogether, and they're all questions that help you get to know a friend better.
Right, yeah, you know me better now.
And you
I'm going to eat the
and you knew this well beforehand. The only thing that surprised me was the elephant. Is that 'cause it doesn't have a pouch with a baby in it?
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
you'd love it if it had a pouch with a baby in it.
Yeah, and they're not very cuddly, are they? I mean, they're a bit big.
No,
They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong. I think, and the little baby ones are gorgeous, but they grow into big elephants.
And I'll never forget you said you were going to eat them. Every elephant you've ever seen now is going to be like that. Steak, did you say? Get away from me.
Slap me with its trunk.
It'll pass down through the generations. Elephants forevermore. You'll become the devil in their eyes.
Well, with psychological questions, you're supposed to just come out with the first answer that was on your mind, and that's the thing.
Bacon was on your mind.
Yes, that's the. It's the only thing.
Is that because salad just didn't do it for you?
Yes, because I've been deprived of meat. So, in fact, it was a meat-free thing, wasn't it? Because we had sausages with it, meat-free sausages. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So
you just needed some proper meat.
Yes. Sorry, elephant. Sorry, Oscar, if you're listening. So, but no octopus were harmed in the making of this.
Octopus?
See?
Do you know I've got an octopus page on my Pinterest now?
How have you?
I'll share it with you.
An octopus page? An octopus called Paige?
Uh-huh. If I can call my elephant Oscar, I can call my octopus Paige. Have you met Oscar and Paige? They're the most unlikely couple in the world.
Yeah,
do you know she can get into a jar and out again? And he can squash the jar with one little stamp of his foot. She's inky. He's pinky. It's Oscar and Paige.
I can't anymore, Brian. I can't do it anymore.
It's a good job it's done, isn't it? We're at an hour almost, my love. It's time. It's time to say thank you to the folks.
Can't say anything anymore.
It's time to say thank you for everybody.
Thank you for everyone.
Thank you for everyone for listening.
Thank you to everyone for listening, and thank you for not bringing me any elephants. You don't bring me elephants anymore.
But an octopus, maybe.
But an octopus.
It could live in your teapot, an octopus. Because you can get into a teapot.
Well, that's true, yes. So, yes, thank you for a special thank you to Paige the octopus, an octopus,
and Oscar the elephant,
and Oscar the an elephant.
We'll never forgive you for calling him.
And also thank you to Brian and
Dave
of Dash of Dave, and so thank you very much. This was episode 7. Blimey, if you enjoyed this, there's no hope for you. That is an elephant in the room.
Well, we know there's no hope for us, so come sit with us. It's fine.
Yeah, I promise I won't eat you. So
unless you're an elephant. Yes. In which case, beware.
But thank you very much for listening. It's been it's been an episode.
It has. And thank you very much to Teen Vogue for supplying us with questions.
Yes, is there more?
There is more. There's loads more.
Oh, right, okay.
So there were loads. There was like 154 questions that you'd ask your friends, and then there were 190 questions to ask a boy that you wanted to date, or 190 questions to ask a girl you wanted to date. So I thought we might look at some of those as well.
Oh, there it is.
Some of them are quite interesting, because teenagers ask each other weird stuff.
Oh, no, they do. Yeah. Can you floss? What do they do flossing anymore?
Yeah, but not that sort of flossing. That sort of flossing.
Yeah. Yeah, don't want to see you do a dance, a flossing dance.
Probably not now, but
well, you'd break something, Brian.
I probably would now. My hip would snap or something. But
okay, say goodbye, Brian.
I used to be a bit of a mover in my day. So about a year ago.
Yeah. And then it all stopped. It all stopped moving.
It all ground to a halt.
It did.
Then they give me new ones. We'll be back out dancing. New knees, new hips. I'll be off. Da-da-da.
Say goodbye, Brian.
Goodbye, Brian. Say goodbye, Dave.
Goodbye from me. Take care. See you soon. See you in the next episode.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.